Rabbi Yona Goodman, you spoke today with the soon-to-be emissaries, shlichim of the national religious. What was your message to them?
Well, first of all, I have to share with you, emotionally, it's very moving to see hundreds of young religious Zionist boys and girls, men and women, who are planning to dedicate a year or 2 years of their life in order to deepen the ties between the Jews of the world and between Eretz Israel, between Medinat Israel. They are planning to hopefully be role models for our children, for our youth. And that by itself is very moving, very emotionally meaningful. At the same time, I think that we have to understand how difficult it is for one to decide to make aliyah. We have to respect each person. He's doing it at his own pace. Maybe if it's not him, it's his children. But at the same time, I'm very clearly asking them not to be embarrassed and to say the truth. Sooner or later, Am Yisrael is going to be home.
Now, with this will and intention of showing the light and telling people your truth, how do you refrain from becoming a preacher?
I think someone who preaches, he should stay here in Israel. But someone who really believes in it, someone who really he breathes Zionism, he breathes Am Yisrael, Be'eretz Yisrael, Be'torat Yisrael. He's simply sharing what he is. He's simply allowing others to meet him, and he's going to be meeting others. It's a mutual meeting in which both sides can benefit from it. When one is not preaching but living, other people see the light.
Now, it's also interesting to note that there's a crisis when these shlichim come home. Suddenly, they're not the one and only IDF graduate, or you graduate of a yeshiva or an ulpana. They're another Israeli here back home in Israel.
Yeah, that's true. They are very important people many times. They are representing Israel, and they're sitting next to the ambassador and sometimes next to the mayor or whatever it may be. And then they come back and they go to university or they go to their work, and we have to help them understand the same way Ben Gurion made Aliyah to the Negev, and he left being the prime minister and he went to be another civilian in a new frontier land in the Negev. We have to understand that the biggest way of living Zionism is by being me, Moishi, Dani, Yanki, Michal, doing my job, living, whether it's in Tel Aviv, in the Golan, in the Negev, in Yehuda v'Shamron, wherever it may be, and participating in our mutual project of bringing Am Yisrael home after 2,000 years.
And so when they come home, the shlichut, the mission continues?
The mission, I think that somebody who believes that his main purpose in life is only to make a good living, and he's giving 1 or 2 years to help some school or some community, it's not going to work. It's somebody who believes that he has to choose a life of shlichut, a life of trying to benefit Am Yisrael and Eretz Yisrael. Then part of that life is what he's going to be doing now when he's going for 2 years, leaving his family. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. His sister's going to get married and his grandmother's going to have her 80th birthday and he's far away. What's up, but he's far away. And to understand that they're paying a price, but we believe that they must be people who are, for 120 years of their lives, motivated by Zionism and plan to continue to build Zionism when they come back here and continue what they've been doing all the time.
So is it also about balancing between promoting Aliyah, telling Jews, come home, and on the other hand, strengthening the local communities, strengthening what goes on there in the Jewish world?
I've got to be politically correct now. The truth is that I believe that sooner or later Am Yisrael is going to be in Eretz Yisrael and all the different places that we are today. But you have to respect people, and you have to respect their choices, and you have to respect their pace. I think it's much more important to emphasize our educational work on the youth, because for them it's easier. They're not in the middle of a job, and they're not in the middle of their doctorate or whatever it may be. On one hand, I believe 100% that Am Yisrael is coming home, will continue to come home, hopefully by choice and not because of anti-Semitism, where it does happen sometimes. And simultaneously, we have to respect people. People are adults. Even the youngsters are adults. They're making their own choices and they have to do it at whatever pace is right for them.
Now, in terms of the BDS and anti-Semitism, do these shlichim also represent the state of Israel? Do you prepare them for what they will confront there?
They definitely get a short seminar on how to reply to very severe anti-Semitism that sometimes they'll meet in the universities, etc. Although I must say that the majority of them will be working in our communities and our schools. I hope they'll be meeting it less, but we want to equip them with a better understanding of international Judaism, the challenges that face all of us together. We're all in this together. Together we shall overcome.